I think, oh, he's absolutely certainly talking about me.
Oh boy.
Oh, and you are?
The male woman that likes to yell, "Sir!"
Oh, I'm Letty. Hang on a minute. I'll get down there post-haste.
Cute. She has a name that sounds like letter.
But, Miss Letty, who are you precisely?
Me? Who am I? I'm Letty Mailer. I'm the courier.
The courier? A courier is a person who collects and delivers letters or packages. Yeah, I know what a courier is! I know, but thanks anyways, Espella. I wish she'd stop misreading my mind. Hold on, Miss Mailer. You mean it was you who irresponsibly made such a request to that troublemaker? Me? Maybe, yes. I guess so. I asked him to help me find something. Outrageous! Why was I not informed about this? I guess no one told you. Maybe because you didn't ask? I've heard that joke a million times. It seems we will need to ask you to testify, Miss Mailer. Explain to us how you were involved in this case. Frankly, I wouldn't say I was involved in anything. Now I'm in a tight spot. I bet it's because that guy said something weird about me. Ha 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 ha! Ease up on me, lady. Like the saying goes, if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. Oh my god. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me, Fox! That's not how the saying goes, but I think everyone that's played Star Fox 64 has heard that. Beats being a pickle all on your own, right? Now then, Miss Letty Mailer, testify about that day. That was the game! That voice could make windows shatter. That was the game doing that ringing noise. Sir Belduke said he'd have a letter to send, so I came to pick it up.
Hold it!
Hold it. You mean you came to pick up a letter from Sir Belduke? Yes, I was told by Sir Belduke that it'd be ready in the morning. What's more, he said it was extremely important. I felt a sense of duty surging within me.
Hang on!
Hang on. Miss Grey Earl, I have a question. Yes, what is it? Did anything catch your attention during Miss Mailer's statement? Nothing in particular, and at any rate, to begin with, I was not aware of the fact that the courier visited us that day. Ah, that's right! You weren't there when I arrived! And once I found the letter, I left immediately! Did you know about this letter, witness? I would never pry into Master's personal matters such as his correspondence. Well, that should conclude the testimony. Yes, quite. So now we know there was a third witness. Imagine that. But Miss Mailer only came to pick up a letter. That doesn't help us much, does it? Well, perhaps there's more to it than meets the eye. A letter, huh? Belduke was about to send a letter to someone before he was killed. It may not be relevant to the case, but something about that is bothering me. Maybe it's worth asking Letty about. Yeah. Let's ask her about this letter. Objection! The letter you found that morning, was it by any chance this one right here?
Ah! Yes, that's the one! But wait, how did you get it? You're a piece of work, all right.
Objection!
Hold it, Sir Blue Knight! How did you come by that letter? It's just sort of fell into my lap, so to speak. It was the professor who found it, but he doesn't need to know that. Defender, just what in the world are the contents of the letter? Well, the letter's blank. What? All this fuss over a blank letter? As you can see, there are some sheets of parchment inside the envelope. Indeed, and there's not a trace of ink on them. What is the meaning of this? Don't forget that Sir Belduc was an alchemist. He may have used some kind of invisible ink to write that letter. Yeah, that's what I was actually thinking myself. Indeed, that would make sense.
About that, it seems it doesn't make any sense to me.
What? Miss Mailer?
The thing is, when I saw that letter, all the pages were full of writing, so you know.
Objection!
Hold it! Oh, whoa! Hold it, witness! You saw the contents of Sir Belduc's letter?
I didn't read it. It's just that, you see...
Witness, this is important matter. You will need to testify about it. Tell us what you know about this letter.
That night, probably about 1 a.m., I made a delivery to Sir Belduc. He was writing a letter at the time. It'll be ready soon, so come pick it up tomorrow morning. That's what he said. I left his study and wished the butler a good night. Then I went home. I went there again the next morning, as promised. Sir Belduc was, well, anyway, I looked for the letter. Then, that guy went out like a light on the couch. I got a little scared, so I left as soon as I found the letter.
Alright. So you witnessed the victim write the letter?
I wouldn't say witnessed. That sounds so legal. The sheets of parchment were on his desk, though. I saw that. And they were covered in writing, margin to margin.
But you don't know what the letter was about. Ugh.
Telling you would be a breach of our privacy policy.
Yeah, you know that old postal service.
I can't reveal its contents, or who it was addressed to.
I'm pretty sure if it was under law, though, there might be some laws or something. If it was, like, to a murder case or whatever. Oh, of course. I understand.
Frankly, I didn't get close enough. To Sir Belduc's desk, I mean. So I couldn't make out what he was writing.
In any case, where did you find the letter the morning after the victim was found dead?
On a shelf next to his desk, in a small letterbox.
Oh!
Ah, yes. Right there, next to his head. I was a teeny little bit scared, though, so coming close to a dead man.
Yeah, right there. So that's where she took the letter from. It was right next to the corpse, huh? Now that the circumstances are clear, we shall proceed with the cross-examination.
That night, probably about 1 a.m., I made a
Oh, whoa. That's pretty late to be making a delivery.
Look, he's an alchemist. He gets loads of strange packages, that's why. He'd often order various implements from the glass craftsman, or have someone gather wild herbs for him. He usually carried out his experiments at night, so yeah, he often needed items delivered in the middle of the night.
Did Sir Belduke seem all different than normal when you saw him that night?
Different? Let me think. Actually, yes! I think it was about 3 days before Sir Belduke's death. I mean, that lightning strike.
Hang on. Excuse me, Miss Grey Earl?
Oh, what is it?
Did anything in Miss Mailer's statement catch your attention?
Well, just the lightning strike. Master Belduke did certainly change following that event. I wonder why it affected him so much.
An alchemist and the sudden appearance of an old bell tower. Could there be some sort of a connection between them? Anyway, looks like Grey Earl is as much in the dark about this as I am. By the way, that strange lightning strike was not the result of witchcraft. I see. Well then let us carry on.
He was writing a letter at the time. It'll be ready soon, so come back to pick it up tomorrow morning. That's what he said.
Hold it! You saw the letter he was writing?
I told you before, there was sheets of parchment with writing on them, on his desk. I had a very quick look. There were so many sheets, the letter must have been very long.
Then how can you explain the letter being blank now?
That's just it. That's what I'd like to know as well.
I wish I had some earplugs.
Sir Belduke, he was holding a pen when I arrived with the delivery, so he was in the middle of writing. And also, he told me to pick up the letter next morning.
And then you left his study.
I left his study and wished the butler good night. Then I went home.
Wait, hold it. Hold it. Wait a minute. Whoa. When you say the butler, you mean...
Miss Grey Earl, of course. She was in the corridor carrying a tray.
Wait. Hang on. Miss Grey Earl. I'd like to ask you something.
Oh? Certainly. What is it?
You stated previously that you excused yourself and left Sir Belduke's study shortly after 1 a.m.
Yes, that is correct.
However, according to Miss Mailer's testimony, the two of you came across each other while you were waiting outside that room. Why didn't you mention that until now?
That's because... I apologize. I'm afraid I completely forgot to mention it.
You forgot!
Miss Mailer often comes with deliveries during the night. I did see her that night as well, but I didn't think much of it, as it's nothing unusual. I had no reason to hide that from you. Please forgive me for the confusion.
Well, that kind of thing can happen. Human memory is no way perfect. I don't imagine there's a problem here. Is there? On the contrary, Your Honor. There's one more thing Miss Grey Earl forgot to mention. What is it?
I'd like to recall what Miss Mailer said about having met Miss Grey Earl that night. Miss Grey Earl, of course, She was in the corridor carrying a tray.
Well, Miss Gray Girl, apparently you were carrying a tray at the time. What do you have to say about that? Got your tongue? Jean Grey Girl, I believe you should add that to your testimony.
As you wish, my lord.
It's unlikely that she really forgot about that. The fact that she tried to hide it must mean something.
Miss Mailer left just as I was bringing Master his usual drink.
Wait, hold it. What do you mean by usual drink?
When Master's experiments continued in the late hours, he would always have some juice to ward off sleepiness.
What kind of juice?
Tomato juice.
Hang on!
Well, wait. Excuse me, mister? Mister! I know nothing about it! Nothing! Nothing at all! I think this is a great time to either stop the video or go to bed for me because it's 6:01 in the morning. So I'll either be right back or in this video right now, so if I do, have a great day. Yeah. Alright, it's the following day, and I actually had to find this part again because it starts you back at the beginning of the testimony, even though you save it prior. Don't know why, but yeah, let's let's finish this because it's 4:51 in the afternoon. I still have to eat dinner and get ready for a stream that's going to start at like probably between 8 and 9 p.m. So cool. But I want to finish this because the sooner I get this finished, the sooner I don't have to worry about it for a good week or so. That's right, Luke. Now witness. What have you done this time? Don't give me that scary look, Inquisitor Bottom. It was only just a little bit. Seriously, hardly nothing at all. What exactly are you talking about? Huh? Oh, what do you mean? What do you think I'm talking about? The juice. The tomato juice, of course. The tomato juice? Oh, you didn't. Surely even you wouldn't have. Well, like I told you before, I think I sorta overdid it a bit the previous night. When I woke up, me head was pounding. That's why I went to see the alchemist. But you know what happened. And when I was left alone in the alchemist's study, kinda caught me eye. The bottle, I mean. Wait. Where are we going with this? I told you I have a horrible memory, that's why I like to do parts all in one time. That's why story parts, I like to end it at certain, like, stopping points, not in the middle of a trial. The tomato juice? I thought it might make the headache go away, you know. So you drank it? The juice found at the crime scene? Well, why shouldn't I? It's a drink, ain't it? What else do you do with a drink? Well, you don't drink poison, that's for sure. You drink it, right? No. And can you tell us where that bottle is now? Come to think of it, I don't remember seeing it at the crime scene. It has been confiscated. Confiscated? As I mentioned previously, the occult crime analysts confiscated all of Master's personal belongings from the crime scene. Is that so? Well, I believe we should take note of that bottle and add it to the court record. Alright, brought to Belduke before his death. Emir drank some of the juice the following day. Yeah, so I was having a bit of a juice when that girl came round. My poor ears. To tell you the truth, I don't quite remember what happened after that. That's when he passed out, huh?
I went there again the next morning, as promised. Sir Belduke was... well, anyway, I looked for the letter.
Hold it! You took the letter from the crime scene?
That's right. I took it from the crime scene.
Objection!
Oh. Do you not realize that pinching evidence from a crime scene is itself a crime worthy of severe punishment? Apparently, no one in this freaking town knows that. I mean, you got Mary stealing milk from a bucket of milk from the last case. You got Amir stealing or taking a drink from tomato juice, so he's tampering with the crime scene. Then you have Miss Mailer over here taking a letter. Does no one know about taking evidence from a crime scene or anything? I think that answers your question. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. This is why I do not record in the middle of the day.
Well, it might be a crime, sure, but just look at the witch's defender. He's got to defend a witch, using any dirty tricks at his disposal.
Hey! That's not right! Dirty tricks? What dirty tricks?
It's the same for me, you know. I'm a courier, so come rain or shine, I've got to deliver. Where's the mail? Where's there's mail, there's mailer.
I was so inspired by the young lady's spirit that I kinda just had to help, after all.
Although inspired by her dedication, he betrayed a lack of concentration. It is entirely my fault that it came to that. Had I only been at the residence then.
Grey Earl was out notifying the knights at the time.
Then, that guy went out like a light! On the couch, I got a little scared, so I left as soon as I found the letter.
Hold it! Wait. So he went out like a light?
He was helping me look for a letter, and then it happened. Out of the blue, he just passed out. The little rascal. He collapsed, and his eyes rolled back. He wouldn't move.
It almost sounds like he died.
No such luck, unfortunately.
What's that supposed to mean?
That horrible sound. He was grating his teeth. I thought my ears would explode.
Oh, yeah. I know that feeling. Yep, not sure what came over me. Never happened to me before sleeping like that. You know, I didn't just fall asleep. More like I sort of blacked out, I guess. No idea why. Oi, you guys, what do you think? Any ideas? I actually got one, yeah. I think it bears no relevance. And there you have my honest answer.
And I think it's good that I wasn't there.
But the question is, why did he black out like that? I've got evidence! Because Phoenix has evidence almost all the time. Your Honor, I might have a clue as to why this witness suddenly lost consciousness. You do? Really? Do you work it out? Do you work it out, Bluey? Do ya? If that's the case, may the defense present some evidence. Which evidence shows why this man fell unconscious? Tomato juice, obviously. Take that! Mister, I believe the reason you might have lost consciousness at the crime scene is tied to a certain piece of evidence. This evidence that I'm going to drag out by its heels and let you ask, what evidence? But wasn't it just because, you know, I hadn't had a bit too much fun the night before? Someone's gonna take that out of context. No! 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 It was because of this! This right here! The tomato juice? You passed out right after drinking this. Therefore, it's not unreasonable to assume that there's a direct connection between the two. Tomato juice does not make people fall unconscious, Sir Blue Knight. I'll slam my desk too. That's exactly why something has been added to the contents of that bottle, of course. Something like a soporific. You mean sleep medicine? And if a soporific was mixed in with the tomato juice, we are at an alchemist's house after all, so it seems quite plausible that there would be some soporific there. That means, though, that Sir Belduke would have been unconscious at the time he was assailed. Oh! Oh! The sketch! Have another look! The red liquid trickling down from the victim's mouth is proof that Sir Belduke must have drank the tomato juice. I had failed to consider this. Inquisitor Barnum, I bet you remember saying this to the court. Can you imagine anyone just sitting back and letting themselves be strangled? Clearly there should be evidence of a struggle. Yeah, you did say that after all, right? Sir Inquisitor? And since we haven't found any, that must mean the killer erased all traces of a fight from the crime scene. However, if the victim was unconscious when his assailant was strangling him, then the killer could have committed the crime through a small portal big enough to put their arms through after all.
Objection!
That may be so, but tell me this. How would the culprit have managed to obtain such strong soporific? Didn't I just say this? Ah! Why did I just say that? I'm an idiot! It was very simple after all. I think you've just realized why after all. From the alchemist. That's right. An alchemist would no doubt have a wide array of various medicaments in their possession. And an apprentice would have little trouble stealing some from their study after all. Isn't that right, Miss Grey Earl? Speechless.